November, Madison Square Garden. I was standing right there in the arena, and what Islam Makhachev did to Jack Della Maddalena that night wasn't a standard title win. That was an annexation. He walked through the fire, claimed the welterweight throne, and cemented his status as the undisputed pound-for-pound king. History doesn't wait for royalty to settle in. August 15th, 2026, Xfinity Mobile Arena. Philadelphia and a brash, undefeated in-spirit contender from Dublin who believes he has the exact mathematical blueprint to expose the Dagestani machine. This isn't just a title defense. This is Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry, and the collision course of these two contrasting worlds changes combat sports forever. To understand the weight of UFC 330's main event, let's look at how both men actually carved their paths here. Makhachev didn't just inherit a division, according to official UFC stats data. He systematically dismantled elite competition after clearing out lightweight, turning his transition to 170 pounds into a masterclass in territorial control. With a 16-fight win streak backing him, he brings a brand of chain wrestling and suffocating top control that leaves opponents psychologically broken before the championship rounds even begin. On the other side stands Ian Garry. Critics early on dismissed him as a carbon copy of past superstardom, but let me show you what changed. Overcoming a severe stylistic setback against Shavkat Rakhmonov, Garry quietly rebuilt his game. He didn't just ask for a title shot, he earned it through cold, calculated persistence against the absolute upper echelon of the division. Let's look at the actual data. When you pull the tape study from UFC stats, a fascinating tactical chess match emerges. Makhachev absorbs a minuscule amount of significant strike damage per minute, relying on a phenomenal 58% takedown defense for his opponents. Though offensively, his own takedown accuracy averages over 3 successful attempts per 15 minutes. He wants the canvas, he wants the body lock, the mat return, and the relentless pressure that drains the oxygen from your lungs. But Garry brings a structural counter-argument. Standing at 6'1" with a blazing 74-inch reach, Garry is a master of distance. Watch his lead leg here. He utilizes a karate-bladed stance and long, snapping teep kicks designed specifically to punish forward pressure. In his fights against elite grapplers, his hip mobility has steadily improved. The real question isn't whether Makhachev can get to his legs, it's whether Garry can survive those first 5 minutes of grappling hell without losing his range. That's where this narrative fractures into pure volatility. If Makhachev establishes his rhythm early, dragging Garry into deep waters against the fence, the Irishman's counter-striking evaporates under a relentless avalanche of Dagestani wrestling. But watch what happens if Garry keeps the fight at the end of his jab. If he uses lateral movement to sting the champion coming in, Makhachev enters uncharted territory. We've seen microscopic openings when Makhachev trades strikes with elite length. Garry possesses the precise, sniper-like accuracy to exploit them. It's the ultimate clash of philosophies. The crushing, inescapable inevitability of freestyle sambo versus the slick, spatial geometry of modern elite kickboxing. When that cage door shuts in Philadelphia, decades of combat sports history hang in the balance. Will Makhachev add another legendary scalp to his resume? Or will Ian Garry shock the world and rewrite the welterweight hierarchy? And while we watch how this division unfolds, it forces us to look at the next wave waiting in the shadows. Because the winner of this fight isn't just holding a belt, they're walking into a division where a terrifying new breed of wrestlers is already turning professional amateur circuits upside down. I'm breaking down that exact pipeline in my next piece. Drop your exact prediction in the comments below. Do you see a late submission by the champion or a masterclass upset by the challenger? Let's argue it out down there.